Yeah. Busting me locs. I'm hitting them down with jokes. I'm on the ropes. Gotcha. Y'all know what it is. It's the morning run. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, Dukes the Scoop, coming to you live and direct, straight from a hater nation. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, coming all the other good stuff. Get ready. We're gonna talk some Colorado Buffaloes football, NFL football, college football, and whatever the hell else Dukes and I come up with. And I think we might have Adam come on. Uncle Neely is traveling, going to West Virginia. We'll talk about all of that and more right here on the Morning Run. Dukes.
Yo,
What's up, brethren? How you doing?
Cuzzo, what's happening?
Got my Master P beanie on. Shout out to Goonsville Clothing. You know, you got that
Shout out to
715 on.
Oh yeah. That Hank Aaron.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So yeah.
You said shout out to P. Shout out to P, Master P, and Petros of Goonsville Clothing.
Yeah. Petro's cold. That's my partner, man.
My dog, for sure. Hey, if y'all just tuning in, y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, to come in, and everything else. All our runners, mount up. This is another episode of the Morning Run. It's Hump Day.
Today Wednesday.
Today Wednesday or Thursday?
Today's Thursday, bro.
Today Thursday? Damn, today is 10 Thursday. Like I told y'all, everything runs together out here in Hawaii. And we just trying to bring you
It's
guys
Thursday.
the latest and the greatest. It is Thursday. Yeah, it is Thursday. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Got to debate them. Find out what day it is. Well, here, what time is it? We on time?
B-Town. Jackson Moody, B-Town. What's up with it? Yeah.
What's B-Town?
Banneker High School.
Banneker. Okay.
Yeah.
Who else up in here? Let me see. We got to give a couple shout outs before we even get going for real, dog. Montgomery, Alabama in the building.
Yeah.
Pumpkin Lakes, New Jersey up in here. Oh, no. It's the first time I've seen Pumpkin Lakes up in here. I always see
like
New Jersey.
I don't know why it seemed like Compton for some reason.
Yeah, of course. That's why I had to look. I was like,
it look like you know, like when the blood say Compton, they be like bumped them. He said, "I'm for them."
Like,
Pumpton Lakes.
I think Pumpkin is a real place in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Alec Parr, Bubba Sparks in the building. Oh, no. Yes, we got Louisiana Glenn checking in. Sabrina Blankenship. Vaughn Randall. Yes, sir. Dukes, what's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. I got up early, took Cam to school, and came back and took a nap. Woke up. It was about 12:56. I was like, man, I'm gonna be later than usual.
It's about 12:56. Just get up.
Man, what?
That's what's up, man. Well, we up in.
Hey, Jason Moody, class of 1989, bro. You know, was you there when my mama was there?
Oh,
my mama first teaching job was at Banneker in like 1988, 89.
Okay,
that's crazy, man. Boy, you just took me back then. I ain't even got my chains on today. I was gonna hold up the Linda Dukes, man.
Yeah. I thought you was about to say you was at the school in 89. I'm like, man, you getting older and older every time we talk.
Nah, buddy. 89, I was okay, he do know my mom. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of folks think my mom only taught at Tri-Cities, but that's just what she kind of built, what she kind of like. I ain't gonna say like became legend. Yeah, that's kind of where she cemented herself like in the hood as a legend, bro. But she started off at Banneker, then she went to Creekside, and then she was at like in Tri-Cities in their heyday. Like a lot of people knew her at Treeside, but at Tri-Cities, it's almost like she became like a I don't know what she did, bro. She came like a hood.
It's a hood legend, like the movie Four Brothers. You know where you know the lady in the hood or either the teacher kind of creates the a relationship with the young guys out there or the people in the inner city and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
what she connection.
Did. For sure, that's what she did. Matter of fact, I think I showed y'all what she on the Legends wall at the school. So you know, they got all the athletes that went to the league. And then under that, they got like all the people who got famous, like Outkast and Keenan and Kel or Escape. She on the wall with all of them.
Shout out to Escape.
Yeah, shout out.
And Candy Birds and all the things she's done.
Well,
got a new podcast.
Hey, it's hard to miss. I don't think it's just one public school that got more talent and entertainment than Tri-Cities High School, bro.
Tri-City, I've heard that.
Yeah,
I'm
for
not even
sure.
from Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent came out that school.
Yeah. Shout out to
I only went there
Tri-City.
for ninth grade, man. It ain't last long going to school with my mama, man.
Man, you couldn't sing, rap, hum, or dance, I heard.
Yeah, I can do all of that. Man, the
Oh,
thing
okay.
was, yeah, I know how to gamble real good too.
That'll get you kicked out of there.
Yeah, mama was like, "Hey, boy, you ain't finna be." My mama's favorite tune was, "You ain't finna be up here embarrassing me."
Embarrassing me. Hell,
Embarrassing me.
you got to
Woo!
go.
Got to
What?
go. Yeah.
My mom worked at the police department. Can you imagine that?
Your mom, for real?
She was I didn't know what it was, but she until until I knew what it was. She was a magistrate. She was one of the ladies in there typing and stuff, before they had computers and things like that. So she was on the typewriter,
Man, yeah.
from what
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
Huh?
you probably know all the police.
So yeah, that's what happened. She I didn't realize it at the time, but God bless her. She would parade me up in that thing. She go bring me something to eat. First time I brought her something to eat, I'm like, man. Walk up in there, she have all the policemen come out. This is my son, y'all. Y'all see him. Da 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 da. Don't do this. Just know who he is. I was like, damn, and it really worked. I've been pulled over, and the officer come up to me and be like, man, damn Chico, what? Slow down, man.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm like,
Okay.
damn.
Right.
It's because I hit baseballs hard. It's because I run the football. No, it's because your mama is up there working. I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's because I'm an athlete. No, your mama up there doing that work. So shout out to my mom.
I'm so
And
glad
really,
Uncle Neland here because I know he would have took that somewhere else.
yeah, I know you was about to. I'm talking about
I
hitting
did.
baseballs. Huh? You know
Yeah.
what, man? Shout out to all the people that's listening in. Go to mybookie.ag and bet with us online where you can bet, win, and get paid. That's no lie. And hey, we're gonna talk about some Colorado sports. Coach Prime, we got to give a RIP to Marshon Neland also out there. Who is you probably just woke up. You don't even have this news, Dukes.
No, what happened?
Dang.
Hold on, right quick.
Good
Where's the phone?
gracious.
Hold on. All right, take
Yeah.
take a shot
Duke's
right
got a
quick.
phone call coming in. Who knows what that is, knowing Dukes. But let me see. Make sure you mute yourself, Dukes. We don't need to have that hot mic going on. But yeah, breaking news and sad news. As young Dallas Cowboy defensive end Marshon Neland dies at the age of 24. Is sad. Marshon, defensive end for the Dallas Cowboys, died sometime between late Wednesday, November 5th, and the early morning of Thursday, November 6th, according to the Frisco, Texas Police Department. His death is being investigated as a suspected suicide. Neland was 24. His agent came out and said that Neland died Wednesday night while the Cowboys, in their announcement, said tragically passed Thursday morning. Man, I heard Willie D say that you just never know what these guys are going through. You think that they have the perfect lifestyle or the perfect life that you would want to have, or so to speak, but you never know what someone is going through underneath the surface. So, man, allegedly, it's being called a suicide. So, hopefully, that's not. Well, hell, they're saying he passed, so that's the sad thing. No matter, it's something that you don't want to see out there, and want to, put prayers out to his family, friends, everybody who known. And yes, just like Mary Carr said in the chat, too young, too daggone young for this to happen. So y'all put the prayer hands in the chat for Marshon Neland's family, friends, teammates, and the whole Cowboys organization. Something that you definitely don't want to see. So we'll give a moment of silence
I might already changed it and you don't know. I don't do stuff and blow the whistles in and make major announcements. Hey, I don't do that kind of stuff. I do it and I let you guys still take shots. You don't even know you may be shooting at the wrong target. So some things take place that you may not be privy to.
At what point would we figure? At what point would they be changes that we do notice, though?
That's up to you to notice them. They may have already happened.
How many of us are shooting at the wrong target? That's a good question, I would think. How many of us are shooting at the wrong daggone target? Like Coach Prime said, he could have already made a change, and we don't even know it. So make sure you have your aim right so you can shoot at the right target. Dukes the Scoop still on the call. We got Uncle Neland traveling, but we do have some sense coming into the daggone show. That's going to be my dog, Adam Mustard Tiger, checking in. Let's bring him on right quick like. Adam, what's up, Adam? How you doing, man?
It's like the old Buff 'em updates days, isn't it?
Old Buff 'em updates, baby. without the lag or the problems or the setbacks that
we had technical issues every dang week. I don't know why that was, but something was keeping us from having our best shows back then.
Yes, indeed. That was funny. But hey, we're here now and we're doing bigger things and better things and continuing to work. Shout out to the show, yourself, you and William Gardner. Give a shout out and let people know where they can find you.
BuffStampede.com. We're part of the 24/7 Sports Network on CBS Sports, and I'm on X at AdamCM777. And just trying to, like you guys, trying to navigate through this tough stretch for Colorado football, man. It's been a tough couple of weeks, but there's at least some intriguing storylines going out to West Virginia this week.
Yeah, and we can jump right into that. Like you said, over 100 points given up the last couple of weeks. What are some things the Buffs can do to change that? And let's just stay on the defensive side before we even go on the offensive side and the big news of Julian Lewis starting. What can change on this defensive side of the football that can help improve the Buffs and not give up 50 points this week at West Virginia?
Well, that defensive line that we knew was going to be pretty deep coming into the season has been really tested from a numbers standpoint. So, hopefully getting a couple guys back there. Amari McNeil, again, out this week. That's tough. Tawfiq Bayard on the back end is out again this week for the first half. So you've got your two best defenders that aren't going to play. One of them for the entire game, one of them for the first half. You got to have better linebacker play. It's about this team not giving in at this point, because honestly, it's about Colorado at this point. They are the more talented football team than West Virginia, a team that is in year one under Rich Rodriguez, is still really rebuilding after a pretty tough 6-year stretch under their previous coach, Neil Brown. So this is a game that a week ago, Chico, no hesitation on picking Colorado to win this football game. When you have 53-7 and then 52-17, you got to kind of take a step back and evaluate things, especially given that West Virginia went out to Houston, a very talented team, obviously, and they found a way to win that. So this is all of a sudden looking like a tougher matchup than it did a week ago, but you're still going against a freshman quarterback. He can run the ball. So just don't allow West Virginia to run for 200 yards like these other Power 4 programs, and you might be able to come out of Morgantown with a win.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with their freshman quarterback as of right now. I'm not sure if he's more of a runner or a passer, but
he can do both. He can do both.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. If he's one of like the freshman we faced versus Utah, explosive like that, can get out of that backfield, man. We might have problems. We got to find a way to fix that, whether it's with a spy. One of these safeties got to play. We got to get better defensive back play overall. And we got to find some guys who are going to step up and play. I like what Ivan Yates has done the last couple of weeks. At least he's played with a lot of heart and fire out there to make some plays. Who are some other guys that you would like to see step up this week on the defense side of football, Adam?
Linebackers got to step up. This is going to be a big week for them. I wouldn't say that their freshman quarterback is quite as physical as Bear Bachmeier, but he's got some of the Haynes King stuff where he will get that initial contact as a runner and fall forward for a couple yards versus being the guy that just wants to avoid contact and slides, and then the officials are calling him down when the slide starts. He's going to carry that football ahead. He's going to get that momentum. Scotty Fox Jr., the quarterback there in Morgantown. So, it's going to be a difficult matchup for them. And this is where the linebackers got to step up. We've seen glimpses from like all those guys. I would say Jeremiah Brown has probably been, he and Sean Myers, the most consistent recently, but French has shown flashes, just not consistency. Hughes, same thing. Out of those four guys, you get two of them to show up and play well out in Morgantown, and I think they can come out of there with a win, but you're going to need better linebacker play, I feel like, out there.
Okay. And speaking of out there, we got Uncle Neely on the road again. How you doing, Unc? Can you hear us?
I can, Chico. What you up to?
Hey, man, we chilling. Adam and myself. Dukes is on the call right now. Hopefully you guys having safe travels. Everything going good? You're not on the side of the road. Are you fixing the tire?
No, we loading up now. About to leave the campus.
Okay. I was about to say, I didn't see the
Little
movement in
bus
the
action.
background. Yeah. They want Uncle to be calling, baby, on the side of the road. More bad news. But
I'm telling you this. We're going to stay on the bad road if I got to change one of these times.
How do you even jack up a bus, man? That's got to be a process.
I'm not going to find out.
Yeah, I'll watch and find out. Man, that's a great question, Adam. That's something I would YouTube right there. But we were just talking about the defense finding a way to not give up another 50-point ball game at West Virginia. Can you talk about your takeaways or your thoughts on what the defense can do this ball game to just have an improvement and give us a chance to win?
Yeah, one of the things I heard Adam say, echo, I think it's going to start and stop with the linebacker play. We got to have some big plays at linebacker, open field tackling, concise tackling, consistent tackling. Could be a rainy game, which means there's going to be a lot of runs more than throwing. And so open field tackling is going to be, the premium for this game. And of course, we can't give up another 50 piece, but I think the answer is holding somewhere around that 21 and 28 mark or even lower. Because as we sit here and talk about the defense giving up 50, it's not like the offense has been putting up 49. So we got to make the math work, which means controlling what we give up and also putting the offense in a position, put some points on the board.
Yeah. This Saturday kicks off at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Coach Prime has been pretty happy about that. How do you think that'll factor into this ballgame, whether it's rainy or sunny?
Well, weather aside, like you said, it's certainly going to match our biological clocks. Like we practice around 9:15, 9:30 every day. And so this game, even though we're traveling 2 hours, 2 time zones to the east, 3-hour flight, a 5-hour window, we're going in on Thursday. And so by tomorrow's practice there, we'll be acclimated. And it's going to fit what we normally do. We're normally doing our stretch lines about 9:15 a.m. And so you're going to be doing the same thing on game day. Although it's noon there, it's 10 the way your body feels.
Mm-hmm. Adam, when are you guys heading out there?
I'm heading out tomorrow morning. My wife is going to be out there. She picks one game. She's got a full-time job, but she's a really talented photographer, videographer. So, I'm looking forward to going on the road with her, flying out to Pittsburgh tomorrow. I think our flight leaves at 10 a.m. So we'll be out there before too long. And I've never been to Pennsylvania. I've never been to West Virginia before. So I'm looking forward to this trip, just taking some new scenery. I've heard it's a beautiful part of the country. That's
right. You might have to put a couple of eyes in your rots and lots and stuff like that, but it'll be fine. That's right. Let's go to offense, man. We got Julian Lewis starting. Let's talk about what he's going to bring in this ball game right here after a week of preparation, at least with the first team.
I think he accentuates and accelerates the want to factor. I think everybody on this team, wants to win this game. And when you have a new quarterback in, that always creates a spark, or should. and it did last game, although the outcome was the outcome. And so I'm looking forward to this one, Adam. The troops kind of rallying behind him and saying, "Hey, we got 3 wins in the bank, 3 more wins. We get a bowl game. What a better way to get 3 wins to go with a new quarterback? Starting with this one, getting this one under your belt." So I think everybody's performance on offense is going to move up a notch.
Yeah, it feels like it's to steal the line from Shedeur Sanders. Perfect timing for him. You just didn't know when you had to build for the future, and unfortunately, you wanted Caden Salter to really take the ball and run with it and lead this team to the promised land, and that was clear. I thought with that fumble late in the first half against Arizona, that just something needed to change in this program, and Julian Lewis looked more comfortable out there in that limited action. Now the scoreboard had already gotten out of control. So, Arizona maybe is playing at 90-95%, but I thought those reps were really valuable for Julian to kind of just slow things down a little bit, especially given that this first game is going to be on the road. But I'm anxious. I can't wait to see it. I think that he's got so much arm talent. It just is a question of how does everything else kind of match up with that arm talent, and how quickly can that happen? Can that happen in 3 weeks to make you feel like he's got this, this runway going into 2026? Or is it a situation where it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back? I can't wait to see just kind of the progression of Julian Lewis behind center now.
What did you guys see the last game when he did come into the ball game? What did y'all see from your vantage point as far as how the team responded to him?
A spark, confidence that he exuded. After success, I saw, jubilation and the kind of "I told you so" bravado. And I think, Adam, it's one thing when you walk into the casino with your own $2,000 in your pocket at risk, but it's another thing if I give you $2,000 and you got nothing to lose. And so he was in a situation where it couldn't get worse. So just play comfortable. And then I also think that's going to be the case going into these next 3 games. Is the record is what it is. Just be you, because you don't have to just try to be a superhero or Captain America or something. Just go out there and be you, and you can win these ball games. And so I really think from a pressure standpoint, there is none.
Yeah, I thought that he did a good job of getting the ball out quickly. When he targeted where he was going with the ball, there wasn't the hesitation. It was, all right, we're going there. And Ryan Stubbs, sometimes maybe there needs to be a quick second of hesitation just to make sure that you're not throwing into double coverage down there. I thought Julian kind of had that right in between with making sure that he was going the right place with the ball. And once he diagnosed that, he got it out quickly. The first down run was encouraging too. I don't think JuJu Lewis is ever going to be the quote dual threat quarterback, but when you have those opportunities, and that's something Noah Vita, who Colorado just went up against, has been good at. It's picking your points as a runner that allows you to be able to be backbreakingly effective at times as a quarterback. And then the last thing I asked Coach Prime about Julian Lewis on Tuesday, and one of the things he talked about is that he was more vocal in that football game. And they've been asking for these quarterbacks to step up as leaders, as vocal leaders, for a very long time. And I would imagine that Julian Lewis is still very far from being the perfect example of what they want for that to be long term. But just to hear that there's been improvement in that side of the game for him as well, I think what was encouraging to hear.
Yeah. We can stop that run, man. They had 246 versus Houston last week. Let's put the pressure. They have a battle of freshman quarterbacks, so to speak. But we have to lean on our run too. Do you think we can incorporate a lot more of that into the offense this week, no matter who's calling the plays, which I'm not sure of? Maybe Uncle let us know, Adam knows, but no matter who's calling the plays, can we incorporate more of a power run game? And like, how you think that would affect us? Adam or
I think you're gonna have to. I think that the weather may make that a mandatory thing more than your playbook does. I think having a true freshman quarterback to take some of the quote unquote, not pressure as far as the lights go or the crowd goes, but pressure as far as I got to be the only one to make something happen. I think the run game also is going to be beneficial to him as well. And so it's just a matter of which one of those backs are going to grab the bull by the horn, take that ball and run with it. But you're certainly going to have to incorporate some runs in here, particularly if the weather is what they say it's predicting to be. You're going to be running more than you anticipated. And I'll say this, Adam, back to Juju and the confidence thing, and even as it relates to the one potential run game, we got to keep reminding ourselves that he turned 18 this semester. Like this guy ain't been 18 long, so still a young guy, still growing up, still maturing in the game. And so when you look at that whole thing about being vocal, how vocal is a 17-year-old going to be? And so you see him have that birthday and that maturation, being on the sideline, the bright lights, having played Delaware. He's growing.
Yeah, there's no question that that's a tricky spot for a guy coming in his spot. And maybe this is where going back to having him go out to Big 12 media days is just kind of trying to really accelerate that learning process. And he is more mature than the average 17-year-old, but he's still 17, or he just turned 18 years old now. That's part of it. The ground game can definitely make him more comfortable. And I was glad to see Simeon Price listed as probable this week, 5.8 yards per carry average early on this season. You give the defense a healthy dose of him and Dallin Hayden, and I think you can take a lot of pressure off Julian Lewis. Now, it's not great that 60% of the starting offensive line is on that participation report. Fortunately, 2 of them are listed as questionable, Jordan Seaton and Larry Johnson the third. So you hope they get back for Saturday. And then the other, Xavier Hill, who missed last game with a concussion, is listed as probable. So if you can get all 5 of those guys out there, get their ground game going, man, that's going to make it a lot easier for Julian Lewis in his first start. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I was going to go there as far as the injury report goes. Like, how are we going to combat that? How are we going to stay there and try to run the football and lean on that, have so many guys out? And you saw Yaya Atia come in last game and play the left guard position with the club on his hand. So that's telling you right there that I think that we're thinner on the offensive line than what we think. Can you talk about who will be playing on the offensive line if those guys can't go? And what are we expecting from those guys?
Well, we saw Harden out there last week, so but I want to go back to a point that Brian Howell made to me earlier this week. He said that guys that have been listed as questionable on Colorado's initial participation report usually typically get upgraded. Where I think some other schools, every school is going to do it a little bit differently, I guess, in terms of kind of how they deal with these participation reports. But if you're questionable for other schools, it seems like there's a good chance you're not going to play. For Colorado, based on this season, a pretty small sample size in these conference games, it seems like questionables get upgraded. And so you hope that that's the case again this week. And if that's the case and you get the entire starting line, maybe they're not going to be 100%. Zarian McGill has played excellent football at center this year. He's been banged up, pretty much hobbled at times throughout this whole season. So offensive line is one of those positions that if you can get out there, a lot of times you get that adrenaline going. You can kind of fight through it. If he can't go, if I would imagine at least 2 of the 3 will go, right? Out of those 3, if you had to guess, maybe all 3.
Yeah. If I'm just get this even bigger, if I'm just purely guessing, I would say if you look at that questionable one, you said Simeon Price will be playing. He's listed as doubtful. So yeah, I would think that Larry Johnson, Jordan Seaton, there's a high chance that they could play. I think DJ McKinney will play in this ball game. The probable ones, all of those guys, I would expect to play. And yeah. So the out part is where I will be more concerned that, questionable. Usually back when I played, you know, I know things have changed since then, but back when I played, if you're probable is more like, you know, you have a little nagging, uh, uh, something that's hurting you, you know, you have to get treatment for. Questionable, you can actually be out of this, or you know, it's higher chance, but doubtful is probably one that you they're not going to play. So, you know, it's just those can be interchangeable too. Some people will put probable what doubtful is, and they'll switch it out. So it just depends on how they rank it in their training room and training staff. So let's go. We got Dukes getting ready to come back in, but let's go talk about the coaching staff overall. And as far as Adam's thoughts on it, Duke's thoughts on it, any changes being made, the play calling and things like that. Just your overall view of how Coach Prime has, you know, assembled his staff and dealt with this staff. I know it's been a little bit non-traditional, as some people has had a problem with having 3 offensive line coaches, 3 defensive line coaches, such and such. Talk about that in the whole process and Coach Prime's complete staff and what y'all think of it so far at this point of the season.
Go for it, Dukes. You got this.
All right. First of all, what up? What up, cousin Adam, my guy?
Good to see you.
Always good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I just think right now the criticism is going to pour in because of the results. So it's hard to objectively grade based on execution and game plan when you're losing, when you're giving up 50 points a game over the last 2 games, and the offense has been stagnant as well. So I think it's I don't know how to really answer that question except for the results haven't been on the field. I mean, I think that's just the most honest and truthful I can be about it. So, and we'll see what Coach Prime does in the future. We've known that he's not been a guy to be stagnant when it comes to making moves. And just like last year, he made moves on the coaching staff and the strength staff and administrative staff after a 9-win season. So imagine what he would do after however many wins this team gets. So I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't want anybody to lose a job or anything, but I mean, it's college football. We got to put on our adult pants as well. Like, hey, look, bro, when the results don't match up, things happen. And apparently some things have already happened. So, I mean, I think that's the long and the short of it. I think it's a results-based business, and you'll see actions based on results.
Yeah, it's definitely Coach Prime's prerogative to handle announcements however he wants to. It is naive on some level to think that this isn't going to leak, though. And it's actually kind of amazing that Brett Bartolone reportedly called plays against Arizona and that didn't leak. So Coach Prime has actually got a pretty well insulated program if you take that into account. But you got people that talk to people and other people that talk to more people, and it just does not stay contained in 2025 the way you want to. And so I know that he wants to kind of keep things in house. Unfortunately, that just is not really that realistic. But it's really, I said this earlier this week, it's on some level a moot point because you can't change an offense 8 games into a season. Even if you have a bye week and you go into week 9 against Arizona and tweak a few things, you're just you kind of are what you are right now. So it's about getting this team to rally and have a sense of pride because they still do have something to play for. It's not going to change because you change play callers dramatically right now. It just isn't. But I get it from a fan standpoint. It makes them feel better if they know the changes are being made. But Dukes, to your point, like Coach Prime has shown the entire time in his coaching career that he will make tough decisions. Gary Harrell was his assistant head coach at Jackson State, and he made a change there. He will make those changes if he sees it necessary, and he's going to do it the way he's going to do it. He's not going to get bullied or pressured into announcing it anyway that he doesn't want to. So it is what it is, but it will probably continue to leak going forward if there's no announcement for a period of time, because again, that game of telephone starts taking place.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go here. I have a question. And well, first of all, I would like to say that when you make a change as far as play calls, who's going to call the plays, and like y'all said, the offense is not going to change. But I think that maybe the philosophy can change. And what I mean by that is, you might have a play caller that he might call and look for passing on second and short, and you have another guy that might look more and go towards the run, rather than. And I just think that would open up the offense, and it could protect your young quarterback in Julian Lewis if you kind of lean more towards that run and that power game and just see where that can get you. And it also can have that time of possession to keep that defense off the field and lessen the chance of you getting 50 points putting up on you. But that might not even be true if you look at the stats from last game, because they scored so damn fast and we won the time of possession, but we couldn't put points on the board. So, you got to look at it from a whole point of view. You might need to go deeper into that playbook rather than just staying on the surface. Might need
Chico, I was gonna say something real quick. Think about this.
Yeah.
Let's say we playing Madden or NCAA college football, and you give us the same playbook and give us the same defense, right? Me and you. That doesn't mean that the game is gonna end up in the tie, right? It's gonna be about execution, and it's gonna be about who calls what when, and that's basically what it's about. Now, last week there seemed to be a lot of similarities about when you call certain things. Like my biggest thing, and trust me, I'll never come on here. These guys, and I make sure I make this very clear. These guys will forget more about football than I'll ever know. But this is what I will say. If you know that people are biting on the bubbles and the tunnel screens, right? Then the reaction time takes less time to get there from the corners. They're diagnosing it. Then maybe we take the RPO out of it, and then we just say, hey, look, when we're throwing the screen on the perimeter, get up and throw it. And that gives people an opportunity to make a move to make somebody miss. Because at this point, the film is there. If you see fake here and you raise your shoulder, it's not going up the field. It's going lateral. And we see, and I think a lot of people say, I'm tired of seeing screens. I'm tired. Last night I did a live, and I had Auburn fans and I had Colorado fans in there. The Colorado fans were saying, if I see another screen, and then Auburn fans are saying, can we please get one of those screens? So just depending on your vantage point, right? It's like Auburn fans are like, oh, we wish we had those screens. We need your guy. And somebody was saying, oh, give us Hugh Freeze in Colorado. So it's all about the vantage point. But guess what? When you're losing, it all looks bad. Like when you're losing, it doesn't matter. Last year, it didn't matter. You're making people miss. Now, of course, people said people were still critiquing, but it wasn't this level of critique because of what? Because you were winning. Winning cures all. Now, Colorado goes on a 3-game winning streak. Everybody's back excited. It's a totally different thing. You go out here, you wet the bed, you lose the rest of these games, it's going to be a long offseason. And I think that's just where it's the nature of the game. We heard about Coach Prime talking about patience so we've heard multiple head coaches. Coach Prime is probably going to have the loudest microphone of them. Coach Prime talked about patience in a press conference. Hugh Freeze for multiple press conferences. Patience. Even in his last press conference, Hugh Freeze was like, well, I know I ain't going to get no more patience. I felt bad for him almost. He was like, yeah, well, the patience is over. Bill O'Brien last week. Did y'all see Bill O'Brien go off in the press conference? So Bill O'Brien at Boston College, they're having a rough season. A guy comes in and asks, hey, man, so it's like a dark mood around here. What are you going to do? He was like, it ain't dark to me. Y'all just ain't got no patience. You always come in here with that dark stuff. Like he's talking, you got to find that clip, Chico.
Yeah.
Dabo Sweeney, same thing. So when things aren't going well, it's the nature of it. And I don't think it's a fix. To Adam's point, you can't fix it in season. The plays are the plays. Now, if one coordinator says, you know what, when I get this look, maybe let me find a different route combination or route concept when I get this look. Those are the differences and the nuances in the play calling. And you know this too, Chico. Like certain coaches want to do certain things when they see certain cover shells. So whether it's a cover 2 or a cover 3 or quarters coverage, certain guys want to attack it. We know in cover 3, what do you got to attack? The seam, right? You make somebody make a decision in the seam. Some guys may want to attack the seam with the tight end. Some may want to take a wide receiver, run trips, and have the wide receiver go to the seam. Some people may want to say, you know what, I'm gonna run a sluggo into the seam. But all of those things are still doing what? Attacking the same place, the scene. So I think there's a lot of people, and it's not their fault. It's because there's a lot of people that want a magic fix. And in this time where there's not a lot of patience in this microwave society that we're in, we got to be ready for it. Like Coach Prime said, man, you can walk in with being I ain't gonna go BBL, but he was right.
Thicker than a Snicker. That was amazing. That was an amazing line a couple weeks ago. But no, it's crazy because Warren Sapp's kicking over pylons pregame, and everybody thinks it's hilarious for a season and a half. And then Colorado goes out to Salt Lake City, loses 53-7, and then all of a sudden Coach Prime has to address this at his press conference. To your point, it's just when you lose, people are going to nitpick. They're going to just look for anything they can to criticize, and it is what it is. And you kind of, on some level, open yourself up when coaches are getting paid this much, players are getting paid, and you lose like that. And it is what it is. It's a little bit unfortunate. I went on a whole rant earlier on a different show today about just social media nowadays. It's got to be so difficult for these young men to navigate through that and to just kind of keep their confidence when they're going through a stretch like this. Back when we were that age, we didn't have to deal with this. And so that part of it, I get why Coach Prime wants to shield them. I certainly would have loved to hear from Julian Lewis this week, but I also get it on the human level of trying to protect these kids going in, following a really difficult 2-week stretch.
Right. Yeah, absolutely agreed.
But no, I think you were right on point. You echo what I was saying exactly, as far as you can have the same playbook if you're playing a video game, but it just depends on who's calling the plays and the execution. You can have the same coverages and come up with 2 different plays based on what that offensive coordinator sees and what this offensive coordinator sees and how to attack that.
But do understand this. Some playbooks don't have a 5-wide quarterback power. Some teams just don't run that. Right.
It's just not in there. Even an option. Yeah.
Exactly. So sometimes, yes, we can run the offense differently, but there are going to be some limitations to if I see something. Now, install can be a little bit different, right?
That's why I was going to go with it. Each week you can add something, and at this point of college football, this level of college football, you could definitely install packages and plays week by week that can eventually, kind of shift your playbook as the season goes on. At this point, I can only see them adding, a package here, a package there, and going into West Virginia. That's why I said a big package, a big formation. Bring in 2 offensive linemen as the tight ends. Bring in Savell Smalls if he's available at the fullback, and let's run some power O and see what that gets us. That can be installed in a couple days.
I think it's easy. I would say it's probably a little easier to install a little bit defensively, because there's only so much you're going to do defensively. And why I say that is where we know what's been Colorado's Achilles heel all year long. It's been the quarterback run. That's been the run game period, but the quarterback run especially. You've got another quarterback who can run the ball. Fox, he's not a burner, but they definitely gassed Houston. When Houston was not looking, they ran quarterback power. Pum, we'll holler at you. And I think that's what
Duke,
yeah.
What's faster than Pum? Not too many things. Ain't that faster than Pum? I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Chat, y'all know anything faster than Pum? Let me know.
Yeah, that's the fast BB, maybe outside. That's the only thing. But honestly though, or seriously, I should say, yeah. I mean, shoot. Right now, I don't care how many points you score. If you don't fix the run game, it's not gonna matter. But you can't. You cannot
run defense. Run defense or run offense. Run defense.
Excuse me. Run defense. Yeah. If you can't improve on stopping the run, we're talking 200. We're talking about waking up getting 200 yards. No, we'll go for 200 today. You can't do that, bro. Yeah. And I think West Virginia is looking to. They had Hubbard get off last week for 108 yards. That was probably his best game of the season. Fox had 65 in the run game. The quarterback, their backup running back had another 65 rushing yards. So when they get to run the ball, then that's that's kind of when West Virginia is at their best. That's what Rich Rod wants to do.
Exactly.
He just hasn't been able to do it. And now he has a quarterback that gives you enough of a threat. The week previous at TCU, man, the quarterback looked like damn Joe Montana, so he can throw it. And when the game shifted, the quarterback was able to get back into what Rich Rod wants to do. So if Colorado isn't able to be multiple in their defense, and okay, we're expecting to pass, do we leave a spy on the quarterback and say, you know what? We would rather give up a defender over the top to make sure that this quarterback doesn't hit us for a large run. Those are the subtle changes that in philosophy that can be made. And I'm not and look, I'm not saying I know that isn't happening. It could be happening, and they may not be executing. I just wanted to give an example of a subtle change, subtle packages that can be installed week to week on defense that doesn't shake everything that you taught them for the past year, while still implementing the same strategy that you've had. Just subtle changes, and Chico, you know, as they call them, tools. Sometimes you can install tools the week of. Says, all right, well, you see this? Look, this is your tool, right?
Those tools probably should have been implemented and installed and everything else a long time ago in this defense, because we've been gassed by quarterbacks for a long while so far this season. So, hey, implement and whatever else, install, bring on, add, whatever you need to do. We need to do that on the defensive side of the football. 4 touchdowns versus Houston for Rich Rod and West Virginia. Adam, if you're a Rich Rod and like Duke said, you're trying to get back on track, and now you got Colorado coming into town who hasn't been stopping anything, like a wet paper bag defense, like I like to say. Are you licking your chops now? Like, what are you thinking as we're coming to town?
Well, West Virginia is not good enough to lick their chops about anything, even though they had a nice win out of Houston last week. They if they want to do that could backfire on them. I feel like this is still going to be a pretty humble football team, but you're running Fox Jr. and you're making Colorado prove that they can stop that. He's 6'2", 212 as a freshman, and not the fastest dual threat. It's not Khalil Tate running around back there, but it's somebody that we talked about, I think, earlier in this show, Chico, about just kind of a Haynes King, young version of Haynes King. And offensively, this is good. If Brett Bartolone gets a better feel for things, I do think that even though you're part of the staff, you've seen the way calls have been played, you've been the passing game coordinator, so you've been involved in the game plan, but you have not made those calls yourself. There can be a growing curve there as well, and he's done it before. He's a Mike Leach disciple, and he called plays at Jackson State in 22, but it's been a minute for him calling plays. And so if he can get into a little bit of a rhythm out there as well as a play caller, I think that's really what Colorado fans want to see. Is there have been stretches that have been pretty impressive from Pat Shurmur calling plays this year, but there just has not been that flow from series to series, and that's what Colorado fans, I think, are kind of clamoring for at this point. It could happen. You can't necessarily predict it coming off the last couple of weeks, but this is a winnable football game. A week ago, I think we'd all be easily predicting a Colorado win.
All right, let's get you guys soft predictions then on this ball game. Win, like Dukes. First of all, do you have any over unders for us, Dukes? And then let us know. None. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
none. We can't do that. YouTube will flag us. But let's just give you soft predictions then as far as this game. Colorado winning, finding a way to win, or it's gonna be a tough loss for the Buffs.
I say this: if Colorado holds West Virginia to under 200 yards rushing, they win. How about that?
Dang,
that's where it's at. That is the prediction right there.
Order.
I'm telling you, Duke's just nailed it, 100%. Yeah, but they have not done that consistently against Power 4 opponents this year, so that's why I picked a narrow win for West Virginia. But Man, I always tell you guys, I hope I'm wrong. I'm going on a cruise on the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh before our flight on Sunday. I want to be able to enjoy
Nice.
that, guys. Come on.
Your
Let's get
color.
a Colorado dub out there.
That's right.
Man, so I went to the Pittsburgh Boston College game, and it was during the day this year, right? And dog, it's really Three Rivers right there. And I always thought that was just like a name, or when
Yeah.
you like growing up, like Three River Stadium, of course, the Braves and the Pirates in the early 90s. But man, when you go see it, it is gorgeous. Like I want to
Is
go
it
back
cool?
and kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy, bro. Like and everything in the city is right there on the water.
That's awesome. I can't wait, man. I'm looking
One
forward
of
to
the
it.
one of the most beautiful, picturesque places I remember going to and arriving to as we arrived at that stadium. It was like they have these big yellow color, like the Steelers colors, bridge, I don't know, pipes or whatever you call them. It just looks like, and then you see the stadium as you coming in, and just like Duke, so you're like, damn, it's really Three Rivers right here. That's why you almost you almost feel like, damn, I, I feel kind of stupid to not think that it was Three Rivers. Like,
I
why did
said
they
I
call it
said it
that?
I said it out loud. Like people were cracking up. it was like, where you from? I was like, damn, it really Three Rivers. They were
But the way
cracking up at you.
do you come through a tunnel or something from what I remember?
It's like it was almost like it felt like mountains. I don't know why.
It's like you come through something, it's like
It's like
open up and it says, oh.
for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of greenery there. The trees, not the smoking ones, the regular ones. And and when you get to when you start to come into like the city, it's like a bridge. It is a bridge, and they say it's like restaurants all up and down the banks.
Yes.
Like it's a lot of things to do over there, so it's definitely a city I want to visit. I could just imagine date night on that water, right? It'll be
For
dope.
real, man. Y'all gonna have a good time, Adam. Put your player suit on, your nicest suit, you know what I mean? Make your wife.
Chico, relax.
Okay. He
Well,
gonna be
we got
twice.
we got three teenagers, so we got to take advantage of this road trip. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Put on your
Right.
best clothes and look good out that thing, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
wife.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Have fun, man. Enjoy your time and safe travels to you. We'll talk to you again next time you're on here, man.
Always great to be on with you guys. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
See ya.
Adam Muscle Tiger 247 sportsbuffstampede.com, where you can go and get you some. You understand me?
It's
All
a
right.
casino in Pittsburgh too.
I'm trying to find a picture of the dang on Three River Stadium because it's crazy. When did you go there, Duke?
I went about a month ago.
Oh shit, it's recent.
Yeah, I just went. I went to
That's crazy. That
No, man, I got a nephew to play out there. I got many nephews, but yeah, I got one. I wanted to go see him play.
Yeah,
about a month ago.
It's crazy that I've been there. When I went there, it was Heinz Field. So you let you know how long ago that was when they had the ketchup bottles and when they scored, the ketchup would come down.
Heinz, so Heinz got to be like they got to be based in Pittsburgh because the restaurants inside the stadium right now are still they got Heinz restaurants, and I'm like, bro, what the hell do y'all say? Like,
at first I thought it was
y'all
like
got?
they only was a Heinz word. I was like back then, but yeah, it got to be like ketchup is up there or something, dog. Because
I'm gonna tell you what they got. It's a lot of ketchup. Like so they can sell like hot dogs. Because I was really wondering what does Heinz restaurant sell, but they just sell stuff that you can put Heinz on. So then
makes sense.
Yeah, and then the candy, Hershey's. I don't know how far it is to Pittsburgh, but they definitely.
Yeah, Hershey is more. I think that's Pennsylvania. Well, Pittsburgh is Pennsylvania. What is it? Philadelphia might be.
Right.
Mistake.
Okay, cool. All right, look, Jermaine Thomas said you were indeed in the mountains. Duke's Morgantown, West Virginia is about an hour south of Pittsburgh, and that's why. So he just put it together for me too. Now look, I was really good in English and reading and language art. The geography wasn't it. I just realized why they call Pittsburgh or West Virginia the backyard brawl.
Because they right there.
They right there.
Yeah.
But when you think about the map, do you think West Virginia and Pittsburgh being together?
Being close together, not really.
I don't.
Not really. Nope. But it's all right there in that same area.
But it's right there together.
That's what happens when you get up into the East Coast. Everything is close together. We're so used to things being spread out here in the South, you know. But up there, even in Detroit, I told you the time when I went to Detroit, and next thing you know, 5 minutes later, I'm crossing over into Canada. Like, hold up, time out. I'm trying to go to Walmart. The GPS that took us to Walmart in Canada. Bruh, we didn't got detained at the border in Canada, dog, because we didn't know that we was going over there. And of course, I'm with some rappers, and of course, you know, they got everything on them. I couldn't believe it. But the point
Yeah,
is, everything is
yeah.
right there.
You got stopped by the Mounties.
Is that the Canadian police?
Man, you remember the wrestler, the Mountie, who was dressed up like the Canadian? He had like the red
I
jacket
remember the
and
name.
the
Yeah.
Mountie.
Yeah.
You remember that's what I know what a Mountie is. So they were supposed to be
Man.
Canadian or whatever.
Dukes, all I know is, you know how the basketball team run out before the game for the layup
Mhm.
line? Man, we pulled up they told us, hey, y'all got to pull up and turn right and go into the police department. It's like, soon as we pulled up, they ran out like a basketball team on us, dog. Or like the foot soldiers on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When the foot soldiers, man, they came out so fast, dog. I was like, oh, damn, yeah. It basically took everything we had and
They
sent
got
us
locked
back
up.
across the border. We got detained for about 3-4 hours. Yeah.
But they ain't keep y'all.
Nah, they ain't keep us.
But they took the dope.
They took, how you know it was those? But yeah, they took the green, took the cheese, took the main honey. No, they took our money. They took our
They
greens.
took
They
your
checked
money?
the car. Yeah,
Oh, they took
they
your
was like,
money. They had to take your dope.
yeah.
They can't take the money without the dope.
They was like, how much y'all got? You know? It's like, give us all your money. But I think one of the guys was about to go on vacation because he said that. He was like, man, he was like, tomorrow this time I'm gonna be somewhere with my feet up. And if I deal with this, you know, I might not make it or something. You guys are gonna have me, da 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 da. I believe you guys' story that y'all got lost and you came the wrong way. So how much money you got on you? And we start
What
going
if y'all
out
got
pocket.
robbed? What if y'all
That's
got
basically
robbed?
that's what we accepted. We was like, look, yo,
What if that wasn't even the police?
bro, at the time, take your pick. You want to go to Canadian jail somewhere,
Bro, y'all wouldn't finna go to jail. The folks man, they were actors.
bro.
Like them
Bro,
folks, they
call it
robbed.
what you want to call it. As
Did
long as we
they
got
show
back
you a
over to the
badge?
border. Yeah, man, this is
They
border
showed you
patrol, dog. When you hear international smuggling, what? All I was thinking about was locked up abroad. Dude, I had already prepared myself. I'm about to go back here. I'm one of the biggest ones in our crew. I'm gonna have to fight this big muscle-bound white dude. I already just said it in my head. Some Canadian white dude gonna come and try me. I'm gonna have to fight him, so I'm gonna go punch him first when I get up in here. I had already decided this, dog. And then the guy came out of the back and said, "Listen, man, I'm gonna make a deal with y'all."
So did y'all go to the Canadian police station?
Dog, we were locked up,
I ain't know I'm
detained.
asking.
Dog.
I
Yeah,
mean, when
we
you say
in
detain,
cells,
you
dog.
can detain somebody on the side of the road.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. This was serious. You knew
They
that
put
you
y'all in
were.
cuffs.
Yes.
So they locked y'all up. They put y'all in the cell.
Dog, we were about to go back into the
General
actual
population.
general pop.
So
Until this dude came out of nowhere.
Y'all was in a holding cell?
Yes. Everything, dog.
Put y'all in handcuffs?
Except for, come on, man, you tripping.
No, I'm saying
Man,
they
you
put
so
y'all like in the
funny,
metal
dog.
cuffs or they put y'all like in the plastic cuffs?
You so funny, dog.
What?
People thinking me.
What?
Dude said that. So they put y'all in handcuffs?
That's a real question. I ain't even talking about no like your handcuffs. I'm talking about just like you know they can detain people like in quick circumstances. They'll use like the little metal, plastic wrist ties.
Okay. No,
They put y'all hands behind y'all back.
Yes, man. It was real handcuffs, Dukes.
All y'all?
Yeah.
How many of y'all was it?
1, 2, 3. I think 5.
So 5 of y'all
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
probably
5.
about 8 of them.
Man, it was so many of them, dog. They ran out on us like a basketball team out of the department where they pulled us up in. I wish I had this on videotape.
Hold on. So when y'all they put y'all in a van and took y'all to the police thing?
All right, Dukes. I guess I'll tell you the whole story real quick. All right.
All right.
gracious. This is the morning run after dark now, that fast. Okay, listen.
All right.
We in Detroit. We had already been traveling across the whole East Coast, which is what I was telling you. Everything.
Oh, right. In Detroit, because on the other side, you can go right there. You make a wrong turn, you can be in Canada. Okay.
Exactly. So
Boom.
for one, we had a great driver across the East Coast. He was so cool, so great, you know. And then as soon as we got to Detroit, we had to switch drivers. So now we got this rookie driver on. You could tell he was real square, but it was no problem. So he gets on. The first thing we do is we go meet one of my brothers in Detroit who hooks up everybody with this, like, one of the biggest bags of green I ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? And it was fresh too. Everybody inspecting the bag, you know. That lets you know how quick this was. As soon as we got the green, we had to make a decision to say, hey, are we going to go back to the hotel now? Or we need to go to Walmart? Y'all need some toiletries and stuff. Somebody say, hey, man, we need to go to Walmart. I'm like, we need to go back to the hotel. Nah, we need to go to Walmart. Let's look at where the Walmart is. Look in the GPS. Oh, man, it's a Walmart 2 minutes away, 5 minutes away. They don't look that it's over the border. They just see it's a Walmart.
Man.
So that lets you know how close it is.
Right.
You know? It's a Walmart, 5 minutes away. All we got to do is just, okay, follow GPS. I'm in the back not knowing what's going on. I'm chilling. Everybody looking at the green, inspecting the green. Next thing I know, I look up. I hear my boy say, damn, man, all these signs say Canada. Man, I look up, dog. We in a tunnel. Can't turn around. In a tunnel. It's an underwater tunnel that takes you from Detroit to Canada, apparently.
Okay.
We in the tunnel. We come out of the tunnel. All we see is it's like you went into a whole nother world. All I see is Winsniskel and Winster, Canada, and all these Canadian signs. You can tell everything is different.
Right.
As soon as we pull up to the checkpoint, which is what you have to check into, like as soon as you get there, it was like they smelled the green before us.
No, man.
It was like we got there, we let the window down, the driver said something, they cut him off and said, just pull over there, please, sir. It's like, damn. Now they fidgeting in the front with the stuff. Everybody going crazy. I'm in the back like I got a Subway sandwich. I'm trying to put my Subway sandwich up. I'm in the back. I was about to smash me a Subway sandwich. We had just got Subway. I'm about to smash me a Subway sandwich, dude. They up there. I said, hey.
Oh, let me ask you this. You got the Subway before y'all had got the green?
Yeah, we got the Subway before we got the green, or at the same time or something like that. But all I know is we got the
Maybe
Subway.
y'all made it at the Subway. All right, cool.
Something like that. So I'm about to eat the Subway. And as a matter of fact, the dude at the Subway sold us or the rapper some green too. It was funny. It was before I even met my brother. So we got double the amount that we even need on us, right?
Right.
So I said, hey, man, I think I got a bright idea. Hey, as we pulling in, I said, hey, throw it back here. I'll put it in the Subway sandwich and wrap it up, I'm trying to be the good guy, They threw it back to me. They took too long, though. By the time they threw it to me and I put it in the sandwich, they're running out like a basketball team. And they're running all around the van. I hear them say, look at the big guy in the back. He's moving. I say, damn, they see me. So I just put it in the sandwich, wrap it up, put it in the bag anyway, and set it there. And they pull all of us out of the car, handcuff us. Look, we found it. Hold the Subway sandwich up. It was so funny, but so scary at the same time, right? So I'm thinking,
See, I couldn't have no more about a zip though, for sure. I
It was
thought y'all had
about
like
a zip,
a pound. I'm thinking y'all, you about that loaded you up with big old bags.
no.
Yeah, man, you probably,
No,
man,
a zip.
Man, 4 sevens.
What we gonna do with 4 sevens? Well, anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah,
Man, we had a zip. So at the point, I'm not thinking that.
Man, you had me thinking y'all got caught with like big, like some QPs.
What am I gonna be riding around with some QPs for?
You said they just gave you. You was like, man, we just got big old. Like, man, we just gave us these.
Yeah.
The most. He hooked us up with these big old bags. That's what you said, man. Boy, all right. All of y'all,
you gonna get caught in Canada with some stuff you don't know. You don't know the laws. I don't know the laws. I'm in Canada.
That's a 7 apiece, bro.
So look, anyways, they smell it, they take it, and I'm like, damn. So at this point, I'm like thinking, that's what I was thinking. It's only green, right? So they're like, y'all got some more. I'm like, nah. I'm like, what? So Now they searching the whole van. So now we thinking like, damn, we don't know where this van
They
came
took y'all
from.
money for an ounce of weed.
Now you trying to play? You trying to troll now?
I'm saying I
listen,
on everything.
listen. Hold up, let me finish.
You know what I'm saying? You said they took all your money. I'm thinking like when you get like them trafficking charges, they confiscate everything, right? I'm like, bro, y'all must have really had a lot.
I'm not talking about Georgia or Alabama. We are in Canada. Please put this in your head.
All right, my bad, bro.
Please. You are in a different nation.
Okay. All right.
Across the nation.
You're right.
You ever been locked up abroad?
No.
You ever been abroad?
Yeah.
Think about that. Okay.
First, I've been in another. I've never been abroad. I've been out the country. Hello.
So listen, man. Long story short, they checked the whole van thinking that we had some more, right? So I guess it was about an ounce or whatever, probably not more.
Okay.
You know, because they getting it. You know, everybody getting to enjoy themselves while they're in Detroit, Chicago area. I'm thinking, right? Not to sell it. So it's not pounds. At least that's what I'm thinking in the car. So they check the whole car. They check under the hood. They tear up the car, whatever. They take us in. We're detained the whole time. They tell it, and I hear international smuggling. So that's when I'm damn near like you, like, oh, hold on, how be smuggling? This is like personal green. Like, what's going on? Like, they trying to take it. So I'm like, all right. At this point, I'm like, what we gonna do? I got to lawyer your cousin. What he gonna do in Canada, right? So all of my thinking of I'm gonna call somebody to get me out of this went out the window, and my thinking went straight to survival mode. Okay, we're about to go back here, and I'm about to have to punch somebody in the face. Just let them know, hey, don't mess with your dog. You feel me? That's men. They done already stripped us down. They done checked us. They done violated us. Everything.
Yeah, y'all got strip shirts.
See, I knew you was gonna like that part right there.
I don't like it. I'm asking.
They looking for they looking for everything, dog. They looking for everything. I need to put this on members only right now.
They violated y'all, Chico. You said they violated you. What they do, bro?
You better stop playing, dog. You better knock on wood, dog. I hope you will ever have to go through this situation. I hope
no
one has to go through that situation.
I'm knocking on wood, bro. What they did?
So, anyways,
it made you bend over and go.
They check us for everything, right? And they're like, we're about to go back. So as we're lined up, you know, about to go back. I would tell a funny story, but I can't tell that funny story.
When did they let y'all put y'all clothes back on?
I'm gonna tell this funny story. Forget it. But I gotta tell the story, dog. All right. Gotta tell the whole story. So, anyways, they put us in these holding cells. It's actually, I think it was 4 of us, not 5, because it was 2 in one holding cell, and I was in the holding cell with another guy, right? Other dude, bigger dude than me. You know, he my friend. he the rapper's homeboy. I'm not gonna call your name, dog. So I'm not talking about you. You feel? Don't try to grab you, dog. So, anyways, we up in there. You know, it's cold, so we got on beanies, right? And he had a beanie the whole time. But both of us got long dreads. His dreads was longer than mine in the middle of my back. His damn near touching, you know, his bottom. So, you know, when they take you in the cell, they going to take off everything, right? Or at least everything, none of your clothes. But they took off our hats. Wham, hats come off. And so we in the cell like this, you got your head down, hands behind your back, right? I just happened to look over at my dog. I didn't realize my dog ain't have nothing up here.
Oh, man.
He had the Chico bean. He ain't had nothing right there, but he had long dreads. So I'm in jail. I'm in jail cuffs. Like, damn. Why am I thinking this is funny? And I'm locked up in jail. It was the funniest thing in the world to see my dog look like Chico Bean right here, and I never knew it. I was like, oh, they should let my dog keep his hat on at least. I know he probably more embarrassed about this than being locked up right now. But anyways, the driver over there in the other cell crying. The rapper, my homeboy going off on him. Like, bro, tighten up, bro. Tighten up, bro. Just some weed, bro. Tighten up, bro. All this stuff going on in the cell while we locked up, dog. I'm damn near laughing at my boy because his hair like this. He over there trying to get on the driver. And I hear international smuggling, and I'm mad I can't call nobody. So, yeah, It was a bad situation, dog. Bad.
Bro, when hey, bro.
situation.
All right, so they strip searched y'all for an ounce of weed, all 4 of y'all, all 5 of y'all. Bro, y'all might got a case, bro. Did they strip search y'all on the side of the road, or where they put y'all in the house? I mean, in the jail.
Bro, we are in a Border Patrol lockup facility.
So what they said? They were like, take your clothes off.
No, they ain't do all that, dudes. I ain't even going that way with you, dog.
I was just saying what they did.
They did the standard procedures. I'm not over exaggerating nothing about the story, but they did the standard procedures. I
ain't say that. I ain't say you was over exaggerating. I believe you. I do. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, hey, bro, like, man, them folks, they overstepped their boundaries for an ounce of weed.
They could have, dudes, but we're in their country. What you gonna do?
I'm saying on the side of the road, they wasn't.
It's at a facility,
they were like,
dog.
drop your pants.
Dudes getting excited about this, man. Come on, dog. You can't tell these boys nothing. Y'all see what happened when people try to tell somebody something? Tell your brothers do you? Tell your folks do you? You try to tell somebody something, they take it a whole other way. Chico, you was getting freaky in the Border Patrol lockup. That's what you was doing. You said, hey, somebody please come search me. I need to be searched. Y'all ain't searched me yet.
I ain't say that.
Y'all doing?
I'm trying to figure out.
Bro, they strip search you. Bro,
No.
how they strip search you? They strip search you like this or like that. Come on, dog. Look how close it is.
I'm saying, was it on the side of the road or was it at least in the facility?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you again. There's a Border Patrol facility. See how close it is? I think this got to be it.
Let me ask you this. This is a serious question. Did they let you? Did they take the clothes off for you, or were you still in the cuffs when they took the clothes off? Did they take them off for you? That's illegal, bro. They can't do that. Bro, trust Chico, I ain't even trying to be funny. I've been the right street. When you get processed, when you get processed in the right street, bro, they make you, bro. You got to take your clothes off. It's just
y'all, spoke all y'all good, bro. Listen, all I know is this: whatever they did at that time, it didn't listen. It didn't violate me in the ways that y'all think so. You know what I'm saying? But it was in a situation where I'm not looking back to say anything. You move forward.
They weren't looking back yet. Hey man, Chico, you got the best stories, bro. Golly.
You close your eyes and do what they say.
Hey, so when they took y'all money?
So they took our money. So after they did everything to where we were, like I said, about to go in the back. They lined us up. We doing the processing or whatever, and they take us out to like this desk where we think we're about to, do our fingerprints and stuff like that. And so
look, all right, real quick. So like a regular jail, before you go to Gen Pop is when they strip search to make sure you're not taking nothing back to the.
Listen, man, I don't know about no regular jail. I don't want to go, and I don't want to act like I know.
Me either. No, Chico, don't get aggressive.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what the real process is.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm saying. So look, I think you might got some negligence, or like you might have been, like you might got a case, bro. Listen, they not supposed to strip search you before, like they just strip search you on the side of the road or in the facility.
Man, keep saying the side of the
road. Chico, if they strip search you on the side of the road, that is wrong, bro. You supposed to be naked on the side of the road, bro. And it seems like from the story, me putting two and two together.
It was cold too, huh?
I know it.
Man, you so silly, dog. Y'all
I
so silly, man.
Chico, that's wrong, bro. They ain't supposed to do that. Oh man, all right. Land the plane. Land the plane.
I got a case. That's crazy, man.
Oh man. On the road. Boy, he said it was cold. Hey, boy, you stupid, boy. Golly.
I told y'all this story before. Chat, stop acting like you ain't never heard this damn story before. But yeah, before we got processed out, the dude came out the back and basically damn near like a proposition. He was like, bro, tomorrow at this time, I'm supposed to be in, I don't know where. It could have been Miami Beach, Florida somewhere with my feet up, drinking a pina colada. and all of this will have me, late or something. He said like that. He's like, listen. And I was thinking like, man, you finna take this green down there and smoke wherever you're going on. If you like, I done got me a lick. I'm taking this wherever I'm going. But anyways, he was like, yes, Debbie Garcia, you're exactly right. And that's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking that too. All of this. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. He came out there and saved us. He said, listen, how much y'all got? We looked at each other. He's like, that made me go home. Like, yeah, y'all go back across the border, but I don't know what they're going to do to you once you get back across the border. Y'all might have to go through the same thing, but at least you can leave here. How much you got? I got this. I got that. I got this. I got that. They took it. Tap, 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 tap. All right, sign right here. Sign there. Sign this. Uncuff you. We didn't find anything else. Y'all can go. Get back over the border, and they do pretty much not the same thing, but they check us. They go through everything, make sure we ain't got nothing. We like, bro, we just got checked over here. So they check us. They didn't handcuff us or strip search us or anything like that, but they checked.
Yeah, but that
everything
green was
thoroughly.
loud though, so they might have smelled it a little bit and couldn't find it.
Probably, but it seemed like as soon as we pulled up to the border of Canada, the Canadian border, it seemed like they knew we had the green, dog. It was almost like somebody set us up, dog.
Right.
Like, damn.
They probably called. They was like, hey, look, they got to work together because they like 10 minutes apart. Imagine how many times, you know what I'm saying? They probably called on y'all.
Could have been, but all I remember is we had just got a new driver, and he was a quote unquote military guy. He kept crying, saying, "No, I can't get my." I think he was wanting to be a pilot or something. No, I can't get my such and such license. I can't get my license. And to close everything out, I saw my boy on Facebook tell this story on his Facebook, and he said he found out that the driver eventually got his license, and so he was like,
all is well
with the driver. He was like, so you good, my boy? You ain't even have to do all that crying in the cell, my boy. Shout out to my dog. He in the ATL right now. Shout out to my dog, man.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
TMR, Dukes and Chico, after dark. Hey, it's usually TMI, too much information. This is gonna be TMR, too much realism, Chico. Like you keeping it too real. Vaughn Randall like, Chico, all I want to know is, did you get your sandwich back? Good question. Dang, I don't even know if I did or not.
That's what the weed was.
That what the weed, they
already
I got it.
Yep.
Through it. Yeah, I definitely didn't get it.
Did you ever have a thought like, bro, I should have just left that reefer where it was? See, we used to get in trouble and be like, bro, why the hell? We used to get in trouble like, why I even do that? Did you ever?
It was me. Like I didn't even have to do it. Like my brother lived in Detroit, so I was trying to be, man. Listen, man, I got to hook up in Detroit. Just when we get to Detroit, it's on.
It's
on. My brother came through and it was really on. He came through and blessed us, right?
Right.
Everybody was excited, and then bam, it was taken away just like that.
Why y'all ain't just like go to your brother's spot and blow it down?
Like I told you, man, we had just got to Detroit. We
got a show that night.
We didn't have a show that night, but my brother took us out that night to a show, which my boy.
Yeah, you want to keep the weed, you know what I'm saying?
And my boy ended up performing at that show though. But we were just getting to Detroit, getting that, and then going to the Walmart, and then going back to the hotel, and that's where everything used to go down at. But yeah.
So anytime I done got in some trouble like that, it made me move different for a while, right? Were you like on P's and Q's after that? Like he was like, man, I don't even want no weed.
No, I was always on P's and Q's. Like I was never the guy that would be riding around with pounds and pounds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or even ounces and ounces, whatever in Alabama. I was never that guy like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
when we was up there, honestly, in Michigan, it was legal because I remember walking before that. We were, like I told you, we was at the subway, and we were walking from the subway. As first of all, we went in the subway, and I think we were talking, and we might have mentioned that we were my boy was a rapper, and the dude that was serving the food behind Subway, he was like, "Oh, y'all rap? You need some green?" It was like, what? And dude served my boy some green from the Subway along with his sandwich, right? And I remember us walking around the street, and he was like, damn, where am I going to smoke this at? And we ran into another dude that was actually walking downtown Detroit smoking. And I remember us stopping him like, hey, yo, you just walking on the street like that? He was like, he looked at us like we were stupid. Like, yeah, it's legal. Like, where y'all from? You know? And so that's when we was like, oh, this is legal here. Still was scared. They were still scared to smoking on the
This
street.
was a long time ago, or this was like in the 2010s.
This is like 2012, probably.
2012, yeah.
Yeah. It was legal then, or at least it was just became legal then. Anybody from Detroit or Michigan in the chat, let me know. Let me know. Look
Yeah.
it up. When did
I went to Detroit like in 2000 and man, maybe 1999 last time I went to Detroit. I went on a school visit. You know what? I think we was on like the Wayne State.
they said recreational weed only became legal in Michigan in 2018. Medical legalization was 2008. So that's what that was probably the gray area right there.
And to keep it a buck, I thought Canada was legal before, but I guess you really just can't. You can't even just go into Canada. I do know that.
You can't. Yeah, you can't cross border with stuff like that. I don't care where
You can't even
going.
cross the border with like some mess on your record for real. Like if you can't just get if you got something on your record, you just can't walk into Canada. I'm gonna tell you how I know. You remember when Spence was playing in Buffalo, they used to go party in Toronto.
In Toronto.
Yep. And so we was up there at the game, and then I had just gotten into some trouble, and they were Mario Williams was throwing a party on the other side up there. And I was like, bro, I don't know if I can go, and I ain't chances. I stayed in the house. Right? Because I was like, I feel because I'm like, I'm not finna get locked up here, and I know I just got in trouble. So
Bro.
Yeah.
That Locked Up Abroad show was out too. That's all I could think of was Locked Up Abroad. I'm about to be on this damn show, dog. I'm about to fight some big dude in the back. Damn. I literally, like, you know how you have to get into game mode? I literally had my mind set, like, we about to go in the back. I don't know whether he gonna have my back. I don't know what he gonna do, but I know what the hell I'm about to do up in this bitch. Somebody finna get punched in the mouth.
So you ever had to, like, you're a pretty big
Ain't
guy.
nobody punk.
You ever had to fight somebody bigger than you? You heard me, Chico?
No, what you say?
I said you're a pretty big guy. You ever had to fight somebody bigger than you?
Hell yeah.
For real? What? Bigger than you? As a kid, as an adult?
I don't remember fighting nobody smaller than me. I did. I didn't fight. Hell, I was younger than him. He was older than me. He was stronger than me. So I call that my first fight and my first loss. Because he put me in the headlock and just held me down and was telling my cousin, because I remember my cousin taking me over there. He was like, I bet you can't fight Shako. I'm like, damn, Shako, he's the strongest dude out here. And he's 14. I'm like 9.
Yeah.
You know, next thing he got me on the ground. I remember talking to my cousin, like, man, I ain't want to do him like this. I like Chico, right? So I remember
I'm talking about like a real fight against somebody bigger than you.
Oh, yeah, like
a real fist fight.
Locker room, football locker room.
Yeah.
Yes, he was bigger than me. Hell yeah.
You won?
Yes. I would like to think I won.
Yeah. Y'all was tussling, or y'all was really hitting?
Nah, we had to throw some blows and we tussled.
Right.
I almost said something. I almost said I want to tussle, but y'all gonna take that somewhere.
Hey, bro, listen, bro, I'm not gonna joke on you no more, because after them folks took advantage of you in Canada, I'm gonna leave all them jokes alone, man.
Somebody said Chico ain't got no hands. Chico love to tussle. I would rather tussle than try to box somebody.
Right.
I would rather and do something to you like that, get you on the ground or something. But if you one of those, like, I've been in the project, dog. I've seen a dude get them hands put on him. Fifth Ward bees put on him, dog. I'm like, what? You don't know who know how to box for real? And somebody ran up on my homeboy Dre, who know how to box. And he put them things on. I said, hey, if I don't know how to box, I got to grab you.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's the
straight up.
No, for real. Respect. Like when you're a bit, you can't like being a guy, a smaller guy. I could never fight nobody in close confines. I always had to try to draw somebody to space. In space, I
Mhm.
always felt pretty comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
as long as they just weren't too big. You know, just sometimes you just gotta get the strap. But I mean the gun, not the strap on the gun.
Uh, no,
Gotta
I
up the
ain't
two
never.
burner. Yeah.
I've
Sometimes
I've
you
had I've had situations where I knew that somebody had the gun for me, and I was like, nah, I already see it. I already see where this is going. Stuff like that. I've had situations where we pull up on somebody, man, real quick, man. Another story, real quick. I've
right.
pulled up. I know you got to go, right? You got to go.
No. Hey man,
Okay,
Cam will get out of
real
school
quick.
to another hour, boy. I got time.
Real quick, man. Like I've never been like real like confrontational, like trying to fight somebody in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather because more than likely because I know somebody that know you, like usually, or they know me. You know, I've been fortunate to live on all sides of town, so I got a different connection when it comes to my city, right?
Right.
So long story short, I'm with my cousin who's a part of this hood, right? And I'm riding with him in his car. He has beef with the east side, which is my family too, because
Mm.
my brother's dad, right? This is how we
From
are in the
over
hood.
there.
My brother's dad from over there. And
Right.
we used to still go over there and stay at his mother's house. So his grandmother was like my grandmother too, although she wasn't my grandmother, right?
So you got
So
families on both sides. You got
I
families on
got
the east
family
side, and you got
and
families in the what side? What side of town
in
was the other
Lakewood.
side?
It's east side too, but it's a different hood. It's Lakewood.
So two parts. So Lakewood and the true east side. We'll call it that.
And Lakewood and East Selma is what they call it.
East Selma and
East Selma.
Lakewood. Okay, bet. You
Right.
got family on both sides.
Yes, of course. And
I
and
bet.
they know me. Everybody would know me. I'm
Your
Lil
brother,
Chico over there,
boom. Your brother, daddy on one. Your brother's daddy on one side. So that's where your family, and then
and
is
my
your
and my
cousin.
mama and my mama's sister is over here. So I'm at my cousin's house. My cousin Duke over here, my brother Chad over there.
I bet.
Right. So I'm riding and then I got double cousins too on this side too. So I'm riding with my cousin Jabo. Jabo got problems with Rodney's crew. Rodney is my brother's brother, who is like my brother, right? He's my brother's
Right.
brother, but he's more my age, so we were like this too. So, anyways, man, I'm riding in the car thinking nothing of nothing. I'm just riding. I'm just happy go lucky big Chico. You feel me?
Mm.
Jabo driving, got two other guys in the back. I'm in the front seat chilling. We pull up to some familiar faces. I know these guys. That's Rodney, that's Brian, that's Joe, that's Archie. I know Archie is the one that's gonna have the strap. You feel me? So I pull up and I peep everything already. Soon as we pull
Mhm.
up, I see Archie like, kind of tell them like, I got it. I'm like, hold on, what? So Brian, the light skinned one, the least suspecting of all, he walks over to the car. I'm thinking he walking over to dap me up. He does like this to me, right? I'm in the
He
passenger
mushed,
seat. So he mushed me,
he
Dukes,
mushed you in the car
in the car, Dukes.
for what?
I don't know. I think he was trying to prove he hard or something. But why would you pick me of
He
all
mushed you,
people?
and you knew him.
And I knew him. And I'm like, you know me, I would demolish your like, what are you doing?
The
But
boy know he had the strap.
bro, they knew he had the strap. I didn't peeped it already. My other cousins who I'm riding with, I think they're going over there to, like, I don't know they have a problem. I'm thinking everybody cool.
Right.
Matter of fact, at the stoplight, you pull up next to somebody, we made eye contact and they revving their engines, and the whole time I'm smiling, and they really was interested of beef. So they was, they over there, they're like, F you, and I'm over in the passenger seat, ha, we about to race, ha, 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 ha. Right? So they race and we pull up at the same spot. So I'm thinking we about to pull up and chill, politic, Man, this man came over and mushed me. By the time I could realize that he mushed me and what's going on, Jabo, my driver, then jumped out the car. He probably about your size or whatever. He jumped out the car real quick, like. So I said, hold on. Jabo, chill out. He got a gun. Jabo, I don't give a damn about no gun daughter. So I pulled Jabo back in the car, tell him relax. And I'm like, so we pull out. I'm like, wait, hold up. Wait. you know, I'm asking them like, what's going on? Did they really try to fight? Like, yeah, man, he did this, that, he mushed you down. I'm like, damn, for real? So now I want to go back, right? So they're like, nah, we'll get him. Next day, Dukes, these guys rolled through our neighborhood. All of us outside talking about this. It was like a damn hood picnic because it was more people in the hood that I've ever seen. We out here talking about this situation. They're like, yeah, man, Chico didn't know. Da-da-da-da, man, we got to get him, da-da-da. They rolled through our hood throwing up gang signs. I'll never forget this. It was like yesterday. They rolled up through our hood throwing up the opposite gang sign for whatever reason they did this. One of them I knew. The driver was the one that mushed me.
Mushed you.
Oh, what you do that for, dog? They rolled through the hood right by us, banged on us, and kept going, and then realized you got to get to the stop sign. Or at least if they did realize it, they stopped at the stop sign. We got number athletes in our hood, athletes and gangsters. Man, you talking about, I ain't never seen so many guys run behind the car before, catch the car, beat the dude in the driver's seat, beat him, drive off, you know, skirt. By the time you get down the road, he's all knotted up. By the time we catch up with, he all knotted up by the time you get down the road. Long story short, they stopped. They called a OG. OG is cool with us, so he comes over and say, "Listen, ain't gonna be no jumping on. You know, y'all got to go 1-on-1." So now, old boy, who thought he was hard, he already got knots on his face. He like, I thought you was gonna help us fight. Nah, y'all got to go 1-on-1. Before even I could jump up, right? Because the dude, he's a little, not even. That's why I was so surprised. Like, why would you? You know you can't win against me, right? Before I could even jump up, my little cousin Jabo, or my big cousin Jabo, pushed me out the way. He said, "No, cuz." He thought with a list too. I love him. He said, "No, cuz. I got this one. I've been wanting him." And before I
Man.
could,
Hey, Robinson is a Jabo, bro. You ain't supposed to do
Jabo,
that. You ain't supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to do Jabo like that, bro.
man, I love Jabo. I'll say that to his face. You know, Jabo, you know I love you, cuz. You know I love you. He called me
He
fat
called
boy.
boy.
Yeah, fat boy, get out the way, fat boy. I got this. You play football.
Hey, I know
I
he
say,
did.
what?
'Cause I know
I'm
he
dead
did.
serious.
'Cause, yeah.
Oh my God, Jabo beat the man so bad I felt sorry for him.
Hey,
I
bro.
literally felt sorry for him. Like, man, we could be friends again, dog. I forgive you for mushing me.
But y'all want. Hey, look, y'all weren't scared about Buddy having the strap when y'all ran up on the car.
You mean when initially?
When he rolled through the hood, y'all ain't think he had the
Oh
strap on?
no. They didn't have the one who had the strap on him that night. Like we knew, or at least I knew, that he was the real gangster. He was the
Right.
one that might actually do something.
So y'all knew these
ones
boys. Y'all knew these boys really wasn't on that type of time.
couldn't have been. Or either
Right.
y'all just stupid, and the ones that ran up to the car, honestly, they didn't give a damn. You talking about? Shout out to my dog, Seth, R.I.P. to Clifford. They don't give a damn. You better get to the guns before we get to the car and straight. They punched him. No guns, no nothing. They punched him, dog, all the way down the street until they stopped and thought that they were about to, you know, they got Mike Tyson pulling up or somebody. But Mike Tyson pulled up and said, "No, dog, y'all got to fight 1-on-1. I know them too." He is scared.
Yeah.
Put them hands on him, man. Put them fifth ward bees on him. But that's just a little ride down memory lane.
He on the throne.
Back in the day.
Stupid, man. That boy said he running Air C and C on vacation.
Huh? Oh, let me go back and look at some of these check questions because I know they going in on your dog for whatever
sound
reason.
good.
Hold up.
Man.
Go get Cam, dog. Chico is a setup. Duke's about to have you at the bottom of the pile.
No dudes ain't.
Chico gonna tell you how the cops rubbed him down with baby oil on the side of the road. Dude's got time today. Yeah, man.
Hey, boy.
Lake Hood. It's Lakewood, man. LWG. Y'all going hard today. Everybody live. Just keep Chico talking. I promise you. I don't know how Dukes be doing it. Unc would have got hungry by now and hit the
Man, bro, just be in the barbershop, you hear a good story. You be like, bro, what happened, cuz? Cuz what happened? Cuz the story gonna come out, bro. You might as well hear it. And they all be interested. Man, we really need to reenact some of this stuff and put it on Tubi.
It'll be better than some of the movies I've seen.
What? For sure.
What's crippin' is a beautiful
Hey,
day.
that's funny. Don Duggan says, long story short, boy. Don Duggan stupid. She
I
funny.
read it Air CNC on vacation on Crip.
I told the King Crazy. That's the one who said he was going to midget wrestling out the blue yesterday.
Peter D, what? You ain't take no picture of it. That's why. You got to take a picture and send it to me, dog. If you was in Selma. And you wore it in Selma, somebody said something to you. Only on TMR. That concludes the episode. Chico comes. Chico say Jabo was the hood Mike Tyson. My dog, Job Easy. If Jabo had heard this story, dog, I wonder how he would respond to this. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what to do at this point of the show. After an hour and 40 minutes or so, we're going to let y'all go and have a great day. I'm going to jump back on live at some point today. And we got Unc and Chico later on tonight. Yeah, send me a picture, Peter D, of you wearing the shirt with your shorts and pants on, too. All right? I got to make sure that's said. I got to go get my hair done. Shout out to T-Braids 808 Hawaii. I've been keeping it under wraps for the day. Y'all see your boy looking young, wild, and crazy. So I can take it out now so I can go get my stuff done. Luke, you want to end it with something?
Hey, bro, I meant to tell you this too, man. So Cam be paying attention sometime.
Oh, Lord.
They was out of school on Tuesday. And so my sister picked him up the other day. It was like, it's all funny. He said, you know, your daddy had to finish recording. He was doing a morning run. He said, oh, yeah, you know, he be in there with old Freako Chico. Cam, on everything.
Man.
Hold
you
on.
gotta stop influencing your boy like that, dog.
Man, we was cracking up one day. We was like, Cam funny as hell. We was cracking up one day. You said something freaky. He was like, Daddy, he is so freaky. We just cracked up, bro. I promise. Wait till Cam get on, he gonna crack up. Look, your little nephew, hey, your little cuz, man, he funny, dog. For real. All right, Chico, man, land the plane, my boy.
Yes, indeed, dog. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us once again for another episode of the Morning Run Live. If you haven't already, follow us on all social media platforms, Dukes the Scoop, Big Dog Chico, and Uncle Neely.
Hey, Chico.
I don't know who's calling me. Y'all always interrupt the landing of the plane. Go ahead. I like it. Go ahead.
All right, Chico. Serious question. If you let's say you would have been detained in Canada, right?
Wrong number. Say what?
If you would have been detained in Canada, right? Or anywhere, and your hair looked like it looked now, if everybody else did it, would you let a man braid your hair in jail?
No. Hell no. Sitting between the dude's legs. Talking about
what if he did it in the chair?
Touching my hair? Hell no. You're not touching me. What do you mean in the chair? I don't care what we do. I could be hanging upside down. You're not touching my head.
Would you get a haircut?
I'm going. No, I always said this. If I go to one, no, I'm not gonna do it. No.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak. I was just wondering. You ain't even gotta say nothing else. You said no.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
cool.
No.
All right. Land the plane.
I'm like what Martin said in his special. I'm going.
Yeah. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, you know what Martin said in his special.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I already know.
That's gonna be me.
I know you would do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the stinky booty dude that they know. Hey, I mean, he always stinking and hair nasty. He never takes showers. They got to force him in there sometimes. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Whoa. The guards will have to force me. Like, you gotta go take a shower, dog. Like, nobody don't like. We can't smell this again. That'll be me. Sorry. Hopefully that never ever be me. But anyways, y'all put the deuces right now. Put the shockers right now. And y'all put your damn rebel flags high in the sky.
That is not a rebel flag. Do not say that, boy. It's crazy.
Put your black fist in the sky. And shout out to all your people who got rebel flags high in the sky. That's right.
Man, Chico, we need to do a Dukes and Chico show, man. We say every week we're gonna do it. We need to do it, bro.
We need to. I'm waiting on you, man. It's your call.
All right, tell me when.
I'm riding with you. You just let me know I'm riding with you.
We probably ain't talking about no sports. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, I'm just riding with you. You just like my cousin Jabo. I don't know where we going. Somebody mush me. Oh, it's just gonna be a fight. They run up on me and do me like this, dog. I know how to react now.
Yeah. This boy crazy. All right, man. Land the plane, Chico. I'm finna go, man.
I don't. I love me to this day, though. I used to pray that dude came on the football field or I saw him somewhere else, but it never happened.
Never happened.
Until we got grown, and then I was like, "Damn, we too grown to even bring that shit back up."
Boy, no, you not. Boy,
Nah,
okay,
man,
I'll tell
we
you
grown
what.
with kids, though. I couldn't say that about that then, dog.
Man, I told. All right, oh, no, this is the truth, man. Because I had a dude press me from man. Not he didn't even press me. He asked me about it. Let me rephrase this correctly. Man, my freshman year when I got to Auburn, I was cutting up, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, I really was. So there was a barber, and I'm coming out of a club, you know what I'm saying, after drinking or whatever. And, you know, I had just started drinking or whatever. So then I'm walking, and he handed me a card to come get my haircut. I'm like, nigga, what you trying to say? I'm bucking. And he was like, man, it wasn't like that. I said, I'll beat your ass out here, man. Don't be playing with me like that.
No, dog.
I probably do with like 20. This is a true story on everything I love. I swear. I'll beat your ass out here, nigga. And just being dumb, right? And so the dude was a very popular barber in Auburn, bro. I don't know where he's from, a lot, but you know, but the word was like, hey man, that boy CP bucked on such and such, man. He punked the dude. And the word started going around like that, right? Okay. But I never, you know, we ain't never really had no problem. You know, I come sober, I see him, it was never no issue. But he was like, something wrong with that little dude. Okay, cool. Man, so when I got the job to start writing in Auburn, I went to go get a haircut. And I was like, I ain't got nobody else cut my hair. I'm gonna see it. So I just went to Buddy haircut. I went over there. And he was like, hey man, I want to ask you something, man. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? He was like, you remember that time way back in the day, man? That was wrong of you, man. That was really wrong. Nah, for he was and look, dude, getting to the paper like he's a. I ain't gonna say he was like no gangster, but he ain't no hoe by no means. But he was like, why you had to come at me like that, bro? I said, man, I was 17 years old, bro. That's my fault, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize to him over 20 years. It was maybe 23 years later, bro. And I apologize. So I said I was dead wrong.
Well, boy didn't apologize to me, but and that's what I'm saying. Did he know it? I just had so many questions about it. Like, is other people in the car?
Bro, let me tell you something, dog.
You couldn't have thought I was like,
bro, if you see him, he might be a changed person. You might just need to have that conversation. Like, hey, bro, that wasn't even my fault. He go untain it right here. Untain it.
Had to be a mistake.
What's up with it? You good? It's me and Chico on live.
Easy. How you doing, Auntie?
I was calling cuss about that damn Matt.
Hey. All right, Auntie.
Wait, what? What Matt? My Matt? I got it. What?
No, bro. No.
Oh.
Hey, boy. Hey, man. I talk about. Hey, man. My phone's wild, bro. You heard that? I swear, I had no idea she was going to say that. Auntie, wow, boy. Hey, let me tell you something.
All right, Auntie.
Yeah, like anybody.
I was like, what Matt?
Right.
Oh, okay. Boy, she sound like my mama right there. That damn.
What Auntie name playing? I ain't. Man, I'm like,
that's funny as hell.
Well, just like back in the day, man, your aunties being put you in being a beef.
Right.
Yeah. Auntie, they can't whoop Philip.
Right. They're like, hold on.
Oh, what? Go get Philip. Like, no, don't go. No, I don't know these. Man, no. They can't get my nephews. What's your time?
That backfired one time with my auntie and one of my cousins, but that's another story I had to tell y'all. Cousin walked in, looked like that Martin episode.
Oh man. Hitman Hearn.
Like who he ran up on.
Right.
Hey,
all
man,
right, boy.
Thank y'all for joining us.
I know
another episode. Yes, indeed. Of the Morning Run. Deuce Scoop, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Damn Neely.
Hey,
shout
boy had them titties out on the side of the road.
Chico. He's in the Middle East, man. We up and out of here, man. He got a case. Strip search on the side of the road. What, Matt?
Hey, Chico, boy had you balls out on the side of the road.
Yeah, you wild as hell.